This is how we might live in the future. In this luxury Berlin apartment, you can get into the tub straight from the sofa. The GRAFT architectural office designs open-plan rooms that can be divided up as you please. Willemeit is one of the company's 3 founders.
We often create diagonal views through an apartment. We create distance and spaciousness. There are perspective tricks that we achieve by working structurally in an apartment and not just by making rectangular segments where you move from one room to the next. Instead, we create flowing entities. In other words, no matter how large the apartment is, it always looks spacious.
GRAFT was founded in 1998 by Lars Krückeberg, Willemeit, and Wolfram Putz in Los Angeles. The 3 men studied architecture there. Then they relocated to Berlin in 2001. They now oversee projects in many different countries.
We follow the principle of grafting. That's an expression from the world of botany. You graft different plants that have genetic benefits and perform really well when they are brought together. Bringing things together is what really interests us, and we don't draw any boundaries between art, architecture, interior design, and product design.
This Hamburg apartment is one of their many projects. As well as private homes, GRAFT also designs restaurants and hotels. The W Hotel in New York, for example. Actor Brad Pitt was one of their first clients back in 1998. GRAFT is currently planning 80 new apartment blocks together with the Hollywood actor for the hurricane victims in New Orleans. Another large-scale project is a 5-star hotel in the Georgian capital, Tbilisi. GRAFT totally rebuilt it before it reopened in 2009. The hotel has 250 rooms and its own casino.
When you walk through Tbilisi, you can see decorative wooden beams on the historic buildings, or veranda architecture on a number of different levels. We brought these wooden verandas into each room. So there's a 1.50 meter wide area made entirely of wood right in front of the window.
The 3 architects have just completed a new house for a doctor and his family here in Biesdorf, a small town on the outskirts of Berlin. The split-level design separates one large room into different areas. Modern interior design. For GRAFT, that means bringing the terrace and the living room together as one.
We basically believe in more complex relationships to living areas. The classic idea of having separate sleeping, living, and working areas is passé. We feel a greater desire for space.
GRAFT's creativity is now in demand the world over. The trio are currently planning a residential and shopping center in Dalian, a Chinese coastal town. A high-rise in Dubai, several private homes in the Malaysian capital, Kuala Lumpur, and an apartment house in Tbilisi.
Architecture must be present where it's needed, be socially relevant, interesting. It must leave a lasting impression and be able to fulfill desires. It must show how we live with one another, or how an individual perhaps builds himself a cave.
GRAFT has some 90 members of staff. A third office, following Los Angeles and Berlin, opened in Beijing in 2004. GRAFT, 3 German architects with a mission.